Hi guys, happy Saturday. I think this is the start of a vlog. Well, this is the first time I picked up the camera since the last vlog. So yeah, this is actually the start of the vlog. Yeah. So hi, welcome back. I'm glad you decided to come along today on today's adventure. Today we're going to be going to the Tiffany and Company flagship store for a little lunch slash supper. I don't know. Our reservations are for 4 o'clock at the Blue Box Cafe. So if you've been following along, you know that this is yet another item on my, we'll call it my New York City bucket list. So this is something that I've been excited to do, waiting to do, and the time has finally come. We got our reservations several weeks ago, around the same time that we got our reservations to the Louis Vuitton cafe, because they're located right next to one another. So yeah, today's the day, and yeah, it's a big deal because I mean it's the Blue Box Cafe, so in that itself is a big deal. But for me, for those of you who maybe know me personally or you're getting to know me doing all of these things, venturing out into the city, trying to, not trying, but leaving my home and kind of enjoying what my city has to offer. My city, I'm claiming New York City today. You'll hear me claim different things, I guess. Depends on the day. But today, it's my city. And I don't expect that New York City is my final kind of forever home. It may or may not be, but assuming that it's not, there are certain like bucket list items that I've been wanting to check off, certain like Broadway shows I want to see, um, plays, events. This city is so rich for those things. And I think from my first, gosh, I'm about to launch into like a quick story time, and I didn't think I was going to do a story time, but here we are. So, rewinding, I'm originally from Maryland, and I only moved to New York City for my doctoral program. So after college, I went to University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and then I was accepted into the PhD program at a school in New York. So I moved here for that purpose. And I always fully expected to go back home when I finished the program, but that's not where life led me. And I ended up meeting my husband, now ex-husband and friend. And now we have the boys, and I work for New York State, and they're situated in school, they're teenagers. And so I just ended up, I don't want to say I got stuck here, but I'm here, and I never ended up going back. And so yeah, I sometimes when you just start rambling and you just go so far off, you forget what your point was. Okay, so what I wanted to say was, I think the latter half of my time here, I was strictly focused on school, academics, meeting my husband and having our family, and that was the focus. And I like still like lightweight resented being in New York City because I don't really consider myself like a northern girl, and I just didn't like being here. I don't like city living. I'm used to like the suburbs and large homes and parking lots wherever you go, not having to rely on either public transportation or parking garages, and just it's annoying. So I guess it wasn't until the last decade, and the boys are older now, so they're able to be a little more independent, and I'm just so used to being in my comfort zone. And dare I say, I have a little bit like of agoraphobia. I'm self-diagnosed. I'm a psychologist, so I can self-diagnose, but definitely a little touch of agoraphobia, which if you don't understand what that means, if you look it up like very loosely, you will think it just means like fear of escape, fear of like leaving your house and things like that. It's a little bit more than that. It's kind of like, for me, I have like my places where I like to be, where I feel safe, usually home, like your home base, and then you have like a few areas where you branch out to regularly work, obviously, maybe Target, your home goods, your grocery store. This is for me. So outside of those few places, I really don't like to be out like that. I just don't. Aside from like there's real dangers being out in the world, I just feel happier and more comfortable at home. It's just how I've always been. I'm a homebody and an introvert. And so that's why I've always kind of invested in like my home and making it comfortable, and the decor and the zen, because when your home is like your haven and your favorite place to be, you want it to be a nice, comfortable place to be. So I love being home. However, I think I said to myself in these last couple of years, um, that there are many things out there in the city to enjoy. And I love theater. I love dance. I love plays. I love to, fine dining sometimes. I love thrifting. I love shopping, bargain shopping, luxury shopping. I just love those things. So I've been kind of pushing myself to do more of those things. And so when I say that the Blue Box Cafe is on my bucket list, my New York City bucket list, this is me kind of being very proud of myself and venturing out again on my Saturday into the city to do this. So it's meaningful. It's more than just, oh, I'm just going to Blue Box Cafe. Like, it means a lot more for someone who's just not an outside girl. Like, it's really meaningful. Because trust me, I would rather put my bonnet back on and lay down and watch a Lifetime movie or a YouTube vlog from one of my favorite YouTubers or whatever. Like, that is what in my heart of hearts I want to do right now, but I'm doing the opposite and challenging myself to just be out there and stuff. So there's that story time, that impromptu story time. But anyway, so yes, I actually just hopped out of the shower. And of course I'm sweating again, even though I have the air on. So I just got out of the shower. All I've done so far is put my earrings on because I forgot to put them on last time, like I went out. And I was so mad at myself. Like, how did I forget earrings? I'm an earring girly. I love earrings, but sometimes like I'm rushing and I'm a little disorganized and I forgot earrings. And so when I look back at like that TikTok and that vlog, I'm like disgusted. I'm like sickened to see like just my ears exposed because my hair wasn't really giving and it wasn't like full and luxurious and covering the ear. Like, so the ears were just out and bald. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, so I said, let me put these earrings in now so I don't forget them. So really fast, just wanted to show you guys the outfit that I'm going to be wearing. And just like I said last time, if I have an opportunity before I leave, if I'm not running too late, I will show it to you on. So, okay, for today, so if you follow me on TikTok, RNYC Home, but if you follow me on TikTok, you probably already saw the bag that I decorated for today. Because as, of course, since we're going to a Tiffany and Company event, I wanted to have something that was Tiffany's. So yeah, let me show you that. And again, let me reverse it. If you follow me on TikTok, then you've seen this. Okay, so yeah, this is her, and she is a beauty. So this is the small version of this larger JWP. Okay, so this is the little sister. I just set her on top of this little book, I thought it was cute. But anyway, okay, so I've got a cute little balloon dog. So actually, let me start from the top. Okay, so the top is they don't call it Twilly. I think Hermes says Twilly. Louis Vuitton calls it a, what do they call their little scarf bags? I forget, it'll come to me. They call theirs a ribbon. So this is a little ribbon from Tiffany's because I, of course, needed to protect the handle. And so I'm putting this on for today. Okay, and so then we've got this cute little balloon dog. A couple of other little just trinkets because I'm going to keep it within the color family of white. Tiffany blue, which is actually, what is Tiffany blue? It's actually, I forgot the name of it. I'll insert it. And then Tiffany did a collaboration with Spalding many moons ago. Well, not that many moons ago, a couple years ago. And so they actually had like full-sized basketballs, and they also created like some smaller keychain versions. So I did the basketball to go with like a little cute sporty theme. I'm like paying homage to my two sons because I'm a basketball mom. They both play. And so yeah, that's why I decided to go with like the basketball. And so I also added some cuteness to the back. Let me reverse. Oh, we don't want you to tip over, girl. Let me just flip this around. Okay, so this is like a little there's a glare. This is a little, I guess, keychain charm. Probably will put it on my Christmas tree during the holidays. But this is a picture of the flagship store on Fifth Avenue. It's actually where we're going. And this actually is a collectible, and it is limited edition. And it comes with your purchase. So when I bought this scarf, it'll come, you get a little ornament, charm, whatever with your purchase. So I added that as well as this little cute ribbon. So yeah, that's the bag. Okay, so let me reverse y'all back. Okay, so there's that. I thought that came out really cute. Yeah. And I don't love a small little bag. That's, you know, but I feel like I don't really have a lot that I need to carry. So I think that'll do for today. Okay, so what I'm wearing today, I'll step aside so you guys can take in this beauty. So we're gonna wear Alice and Olivia today. Let me actually reverse this and show you this gorgeous dress, which the hanger really doesn't do it justice. Very pretty, and the sleeves are like kind of sheer. So although it is very hot outside and is probably in the high 80s right now, like, why are you wearing a long sleeve dress? Because the sleeves are sheer and thin. They have a thumb hole. Oh my God, you know I love a thumb hole. That's like my favorite. Okay, let me turn it back around because it's just not giving on the hanger. So yeah, step back because I'm gonna put a picture of the I'll probably insert here the actual dress on the model. So yeah, Alice and Olivia for today. I love Alice and Olivia. She's one of my favorite designers. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Like, I probably every video, she's one of my favorite designers. No, I really have like a few staple favorite designers. Alice and Olivia is one of them. You will see me wear Alice and Olivia if you continue to follow me. I just really love her designs, and this has been for years. I think this is the Delora dress? I don't remember. So yeah, I think this, whatever, I'll insert a picture if I have not already. Love Alice and Olivia. I've been wearing her for years, and I've actually, you know, met and interviewed the designer of Alice and Olivia, Stacy Bendett, a number of occasions because once upon a lifetime ago, I was doing like celebrity fashion blogging. So I was attending like New York Fashion Week events, and I was interviewing, it was reality stars, reality TV fashion. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but I was often interviewing them and attending premiere events and parties, and just like it was like a brief time, actually it was not a brief time, it was like a few years after I did my mommy blogging, I transitioned into the reality TV celebrity fashion blogging. And that was something else that kind of was like I was forced out of my comfort zone, because in order to be successful in that, I was invited to events and press junkets, and I had to attend. But at that time, I was married to my, you know, now ex-husband. So like I've described that I'm an agoraphobe a little bit, and I kind of like get a little anxious, and I like to be home. But I didn't qualify that. If I'm with someone like my partner and he's driving me around and parking and dropping me at the front and then parking and coming in to help me, and he was doing like my videography, and shout out to Derek, he was very supportive, you know, during those times, the reality TV fashion, Chrissy Mommy blog times. But yeah, so I was outside then because I had him by my side, and he was like my kind of like helped me out and encouraged me and supported that blog. So anyway, ooh, child, I'm just jumping around. Okay, so yes, I was fortunate enough to be able to spend time with Alice and Olivia's her brand, but with Stacy, and she's so wonderful. Yeah, I think I have some pictures I may be able to dig up, and if so, I'll insert them here and here. And also, I have been wearing Alice and Olivia for some time because her clothes just fall really nicely on me, I think, and are flattering and are very classic and pretty. And timeless pieces, they last. Every single Alice and Olivia piece I purchased, I still own, and in great condition. Obviously, you dry clean your nicer things, and they're investment pieces, I'm not gonna lie, but I think well worth every penny. Okay, so I have gone on long enough. So, okay, I showed you the bag, I showed you the dress. I'm gonna do silver accessories, which for me is a little different because I usually do gold. I'm gonna do silver. Excuse me. I have some silver shoes, some little pumps that they're actually in the bathroom because I was like wiping them, cleaning like the heel and stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'll do a little necklace. I don't know which one. I probably will not do my usual charm bracelets because those are dangly, and I don't want to say gaudy, but they're a lot, and I'm trying to keep it kind of sleek and chic for today, honey. Sleek and chic. And I think that's it. So I'm going to go so I can do my makeup and put some lashes on, and hopefully have time to give you guys a full outfit of the day before I leave the house. So yeah, all right, TTYL. Okie dokie, I'm back, guys, and I had time. I'm like early, in fact. So I wanted to around, give you guys the full outfit. So we'll start with the bag. You guys saw that, super cute. And then these little thumb out sleeves and the dress. Let me do it again. How does that TikTok sound go? And can we give it up for the back of the dress? Yes. She was down. Okay, so I love it. So I've never worn this dress before, you guys. I had it in my closet, waiting for the right moment, because I shop like that sometimes. Sometimes I shop for the occasion, but more often when I shop, I am just kind of saving it for the right occasion because I know it will come up. So, and when I get like things, I keep the tags attached in the closet and I don't pop them off until I wear them. That's for a couple of reasons. Sometimes you find something different, similar but better, and there might still be a window to exchange it, so I want to keep the tag on for that reason. But usually I feel like it's like new. It's like having like something new again. So technically it's new because I've not worn it, but when I keep the tags attached, like I took them off just now, and it just like felt like exciting and good to like pop them off and slip this on. And yeah, so I just love how this dress looks. I think it's so perfect. I knew I wanted to do like a blue, but I didn't want it to be like Tiffany blue. Like I was trying to like walk into the restaurant matching, because it's hard to achieve that color, that specific shade. And so yeah, so that's why this is like my only true accent of Tiffany blue. So yeah, we're going with the small JW Pay, and she's adorable. Oh, she's adorable. And yeah, so let me put this bag down for a second so we can kind of get more into this fit. So yeah, I love the dress. It's in a size 8, and has a zipper in the back. I don't like my bra strap keeps coming out. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll figure that out. Shakara can help me adjust that. About this dress, what I want to say, it's my favorite. You know, I love a midi length. It's my favorite length. And this is like, my knees are here, so it's a little longer than midi. It's not maxi. It's like called a midi dress on the website. It is sheer throughout the dress, the sleeves, it's all sheer. But there's this white shell underneath that I have needed to pull down a few times. So I would say that's the only drawback for me, because I am wearing this like little black, I don't know what to call it. Like I wear it under most, when I go out, I will always wear some kind of like garment like that. What do you call it? Like, it's not Spanx, because Spanx is like a brand, but some kind of like, I don't need the compression because the body's tea. It's not about that. It's like, you guys, so y'all know, like my family's from the South. My mom is the epitome of a Southern belle, and she is all that embodies, you know, very like traditional and old fashioned and etiquette and sedity and old school. And she raised me and my sisters, all girls, to like with certain like values, and to be like, when I grew up, and maybe some of my girls from the South or parents from the South, you don't have to be from the South, but if like your mom or grandma's from the South, you're basically from the South, because in your home you grew up with those values. But anyway, so we always were taught from like little, we had to wear a slip under our dress or skirt. We always had to have a slip. It's not like we were wearing sheer dresses or short dresses. There was just something that was just, we had to wear a slip. That was the rule. As we grew up, we had to wear a slip, and as we got older, you have to wear, like my grandmother would call it, a girdle. So I don't want to call this a girdle, but I can't think of like the name, but I'm just gonna say girdle. So as we got older, it was like a slip and a girdle. And the idea of a girdle in the South, you don't want to be like bouncing around and jiggling under your clothes, because it's like not ladylike. So I don't have a lot to be jiggling and stuff like that, but it's still just the principle, and I just can't let that go. So that's why I wear this under every dress and stuff when I'm wearing something fitted. I just feel like it's, and in addition, it does give you like a nice sleek look. So yeah, but this is a little bit annoying because the shell is riding up a little, and then you can kind of see. So I could actually scooch these up a little. But yeah, we'll figure it out. But back to the dress. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's really cute. And again, I have to fix the bra situation, but we'll get that under control. And the sleeves are my favorite. And I like that it zips up in the back. I don't think that there are any drawbacks to this dress, except for, like I said, the little shell underneath. It is kind of riding a little. But if I was not wearing these little black shorts underneath, you wouldn't see it. I actually think I have like a little nude girdle or whatever thingy. Or maybe I'll throw caution to the wind and just take it off for today. I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, so anyway, did some little dainty jewelry. Already put my earrings on. I'm happy with my makeup today, so the face kind of eats down. I don't love my hair, but it's okay. When do I ever? So yeah, that's it. That's the completed look. And again, I really like how it came out. I think it is the right outfit for my lunch slash brunch slash supper at the Blue Box Cafe. And yeah, so I guess that's it. And I will check back in when I get there. Okay, bye.
Hi guys, I just wanted to pop in with a quick voiceover at this point to let you know that after we finished dining at Tiffany's, we went to the restroom for a quick break. I set my DJI on the counter and walked out of the bathroom without it. And unfortunately, when I returned minutes later, it was gone and security was not able to track it down. So I didn't want to just leave this vlog unfinished, but you will see that the remainder of the vlog is footage that I'm splicing together from my iPhone, and I'm just going to make it a behind the scenes of me creating my TikTok, since obviously I can't download any of the footage that I took on the DJI. But in spite of all that, I really did have a lovely time leading up to the theft. The decor of the cafe was so pretty, just charming, and the service was top tier. I'd definitely go again. This time I just have to make sure I keep an eye on my things. So yeah, I'm super bummed, but just trying to make the best of it. So I hope you enjoy a little bit of this behind the scenes footage, and stay tuned for the TikTok. I should have it posted soon.
This is so pretty. Okay, ready?
Do that again.
That was ugly.
Okay, go ahead.
Was that better? Ugly.
Do it again. You keep making that face when you drink it.
What's the face? Show me. Because I'm trying not to mess up my lipstick. Okay, let me.
He is about messing up your lipstick.
Whether it takes 2 hours or 4 hours, I don't care. You're part of this team. You're staying until the routine is clean.
Fine. Ready? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That didn't feel natural. Thank you. I know you don't. This mud is hard as a rock.
And you're going to say that on the camera.
No, not on this. It's okay with this because I'm going to keep it real on the vlog.
Oh, you
Maybe
are?
the inside is.
Oh, yeah, because you're not.
Because this is just for
Right.
aesthetic.
I forgot.
TikTok's for aesthetic. I will talk over it, but I'm just going to give the basics. Like, because I've been doing too much music only, and I feel like people like more talking.
Yes.
TikTok is different than Instagram. You got to be They want to see your personality on TikTok. If you don't show your personality, no one cares. Unless you're like a big concept. If you're like big, like Jackie or something.
Who the hell's Jackie?
Jackie Aina, she's a really big concept. I mean, she has like several million. She's very popular.
Oh, the girl I told
She can
you.
do a video doing anything, music, whatever, and people will come. But for me, literal me. But this is like really, and it's not appropriated.
You done shook this. Oh, maybe they're going to sit right there, your friends.
never eat the bread when it comes out. More so also you don't want to get full. You know, like places where the bread is actually really good, like Olive Garden and Red Lobster. You eat 1 or 2 pieces of bread, you don't even want your meal. And this bread doesn't even look appetizing. But I'm gonna take a little bite for the video. I need to throw my bun away. It's literally in my mouth. I like how she tied her little scarf. Did you see that? Very good. I'm gonna take this down.
Where you gonna put it?
I was about to say I'm gonna hide it in my hand. Let me hide it.
Ask
right
this
here.
guy right here for a napkin.
They probably have napkins in the back. This drink is delicious. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I can't even tear it gracefully. It's so hard. You can stop recording.